When you're working on developing your psychic skills, there's kind of two different avenues that you can go, or two different kinds of ways that you can learn, or two different kinds of people who can teach you and assist you and help you. One of them is reading and studying, doing books, practices, exercises, and stuff. The other one is learning from someone where spirit actually came to them and gave them something, taught them something, and said, go share this with the world. So in this video, I am going to share with you the story of how spirit physically came to me and gave me something. So if you want to hear a pretty cool, weird paranormal story, hang out and watch the video. Real quick, if you're brand new here, my name's Judy. I teach all things intuition, psychic development, woo-woo, spiritual awakening, yada, yada, yada. Put it all in a big freaking bucket. But I do not teach it for shits and giggles or because someone would think it's cool. I teach this stuff so you can get a very specific end result, which is how to develop, implement, and apply your gifts into your life so you have the power to create and live a better quality life. Basically, how to get the cheat codes from that divine higher intelligence source and put them into real life action. If that is something that interests you, if you are not already a subscriber, I'm going to give you a hot 2 seconds to hit that subscribe button right now so you could learn a whole boatload more. All right, so this video is going to be a little bit longer than my normal 7-10 minute videos because it's going to be a personal interaction and conversation. So if you're the kind of person who gets their panties in a wad and huffing and puffing 2 minutes into a video and you're not getting whatever the meat and value is that you were looking for, go away. This video is not for you. If you're someone who's been following me for quite a while and you want to learn a little bit more about the real life story, let's hang out and do this. So I don't want to mislead anybody, okay? You do not have to get slapped upside the head or have some Hollywood paranormal thing happen in order to develop your gifts and work with the other side. Anybody can learn how to do this. It's just a matter if you want to do it the hard way, trying to figure it all out yourself, or if you want to work with someone who's been there, done it, screwed it up, learn from the mistakes and how to work around problems to get you to the end result faster. I started dabbling in the psychic world when I was like 12 years old, before internet, Google existed. Long story short, when I was a kid, I watched my father die. And one of the last conversations that he had with me was that he was explaining to me that death is not the end, it is just the beginning. And that he is going to come to me in through the afterlife to assist me since he's no longer going to be there while I'm growing up. I thought he was in some seriously good pain medication. I was too young. I didn't get it. Fast forward a couple years. 17 years, 16, 17 years old in high school. And again, the internet did not exist then. This was the early 90s. I spent a lot of time in the high school library reading books on how to meditate and how to use tarot cards. All of that stuff intrigued me. I found it very fascinating and I wanted to learn more. More importantly, I wanted to learn how to connect to my dad because I found myself in a real life adult situation that I needed adult guidance from, that I did not have anybody in the physical world to give me quality guidance from someone that I really trusted. I got really good at strengthening my intuition, using my cards, meditation, all of that stuff, which, do not take this as an insult, but that's kind of like basic surface level stuff. There's various different levels that you can take your gifts to. Fast forward a couple years, all of a sudden, I started seeing spirit while I was awake. I do have a video. If you're someone who's like wondering why spirit isn't coming to you and showing you themselves, I do have a video somewhere on the page. Give me a second. Let me pull up my Excel sheet. It's titled, How Do You See Spirits? Anyway, back on track here. The reason why spirit does not show themselves to you the way most people or Hollywood will portray it is because it is going to freak you the F out. Okay. You could just see your grandma sitting in the corner over there or your deceased family member, right? It doesn't have to be like some scary, weird thing, just somebody that you know and love, right? If you see them, it is going to freak you out. So I started seeing orbs, just flashes of the bubbles, right? They look like bubbles. You know what freaking orbs are. I would see this man walk into my bedroom. I don't know who this person, well, I do now, but when this stuff first happens, it does freak you out. I would see this man walk in my bedroom and it was like a side view and he was going really slow. Like he didn't have legs, right? White glowing outline of a man with a beard. He would walk into my room, did never looked at me, never, and just slowly, and then went out the window. I would see what looked like glowing white mist or smoke. You know how like when someone's smoking or anything that gives off smoke, right? The smoke kind of stays together, changing shape, right? I would see what would look like glowing white smoke come into my room, and then at the foot of the bed. Now, mind you, this is it's nighttime, right? Everybody wants to see things during the day, but come nighttime, why the frick do you always see shit at night, right? That's when nobody wants to see things at night. But anyway, this glowing mist came to me, and at the bottom of my bed, at the foot of my bed, the glowing mist was making its way closer to me. And then all of a sudden, the mist turned into a hand. I had no idea I could freaking scream and carry on the way that I did that night. And it wasn't even a scary looking hand, right? But just the fact that it turned into a hand, again, spirit does not show themselves to you in the way a lot of people want to see them because it will freak you out because it is not normal. Unless you've seen them 100 freaking times over, it takes a while to get used to it. And then I started having these dreams and premonitions, right? Like my dad, who was crossed over, would come to me in a dream state and tell me things. And I would have dreams and premonitions of certain scenarios and things playing out, right? And then within 2, 3 days after waking up from having these dreams, it would play out to the fucking T. Like it was like Hollywood weird stuff. All of this stuff was going on within a span of I want to say no more than a year. I remember one night seeing an alien, an ET, whatever you want to call it, not a human, um, standing in my bedroom doorway. It was a really tall, skinny, lanky looking thing. Again, started freaking screaming. The second I saw the smoke and the hand, the alien, right? Judy freaks out. They disappear. Go like oh shit, she saw us, or oh shit, we freaked her out. Go away, right? It got to the point where all day, every day, day and night, I felt like I wasn't alone or like I was being watched. It freaked me out because I had nobody to work with. I didn't know what was going on. I did not know what to do with this stuff. I could not make heads or effing tails as to what was going on. So one day, I'm laying there in bed and I speak out loud like a freaking nut job. Spirit, I know you're here, right? I know you're around. I'm cool with sharing space with you, but I cannot handle seeing you, okay? I really want to work with you. I really want to learn from you. I really want to hear what it is that you have to say or what it is that you have to offer or tell me what the F I'm supposed to do with this stuff, but I cannot handle seeing you. It freaks me the F out. Can you please work with me in another format, another way? So that night when I went to sleep, I had a dream that I was in a library. I do have another video somewhere here on my page about how to tell the difference between actual visits and dreams, right? Actual visits feel effing real and you remember every single detail about them, okay? Versus a dream, you wake up, you forget about it. So I had this dream I'm just going to say actual visit, that I was in the local library. And when I was in the library, I saw all these books that were like floating and lifting off the shelves. Then there was this balloon, right? Just a standard balloon. This balloon was coming towards me very slowly. And I'm like, oh, there's something really cool about this balloon, right? The balloon popped in my face. And when it popped, it had some kind of like glittery something to it. I don't know words, sparkle to it. And when it popped in my face, I took a massive inhale to inhale whatever was in that balloon. It physically woke me up. I woke up in my bed like holy shit. I felt my lungs flutter, right? I got like a jolt in my body. After processing it, some of it a little bit more, I realized me telling Spirit, you're freaking me out. I can't handle seeing you. They came to me in a dream, masked as a balloon, right? There's nothing scary about a freaking balloon. And what they gave me was more in depth connection, guidance, answers, so and so. That's what I breathed in. From that moment forward, the gifts, the communication, the skills, like it's not like you're omnipotent and know everything. It doesn't work that way. Spirit is going to send you to school. The difference is they are the teacher. They're going to give you instruction. There's going to be things that you need to do. As you're going through life, there's going to be ups and downs when we're talking about someone's path and purpose, why you're here, right? What it is that you're supposed to do. It's a learning journey, curves, up and downs, right? I got really good at learning how to work with them, how to ask questions, how to get insight. I also got really good at me being my normal stubborn self and not listening to the advice and the guidance that they gave me, which landed me in a lot of really shitty life situations and lessons. We all have this thing, this wonderful thing called free will. You get to decide and choose what you're going to do if you're going to listen or not. Okay? It doesn't matter what spirit comes in and gives you or what they tell you. It all boils down to whether you listen and follow the guidance or not. For a lot of people, they don't follow the guidance out of fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of if it don't work, fear of it pushing you out of your comfort zone. Just a little gold nugget here for you. Nothing grand and wonderful is ever going to happen in your life if you stay scared in your little tiny bubble of normalcy and conformity. You have to get pushed out of your comfort zone. That is where all things grand and effing wonderful happen. Just like anything else in life, right? I'm getting these gifts. I'm learning how to work with them, how to use them, how to apply them in my life, how to screw them up, right? How to bounce back from the screw ups, the stubbornness. But it never dawned on me to show others how to do this stuff, what they taught me and what I put in my personal life and the kind of results that I got. I was too scared. I was scared of what my family would think because nobody in my family believes in this kind of stuff. They all think I'm a little cuckoo, right? This is not a topic that we discuss at family get-togethers. My own mother doesn't even believe in life after death. Terrified of what friends would think. I remember years ago when I had a regular 9 to 5 job working for somebody else before I went on this self-employment entrepreneurial journey. I would go to work and tell people the crazy, weird Hollywood experiences that I was having. Some people, it went one of two ways. Some people were like, oh, okay, like, yeah, I believe in that stuff. I've had weird things happen. I want to hear your story. And other people raised their ears just so they could listen and make fun of me behind my back. So it kind of sends you into a little psychic closet. I'm going to be looked at like I'm a weirdo. I'm not going to be taken seriously. I'm going to be made fun of. It took spirit really slapping me upside the head and me being stubborn and a lot of traumatic things to happen to kick me out of my comfort zone, to come out of the psychic closet, to get my head out of my ass and really hardcore apply this stuff into my life. There's a difference between just meditating and pulling a couple cards versus full-blown working with your gifts and working with them every day and having conversations and dialogues back and forth, creating a marriage or a team or a partnership with your spirit guides. It wasn't until I was at my lowest of lows, being so I remember sitting on my bed holding a loaded gun in my hand, wanting to just not be in this physical world anymore. Life got so freaking bad. And I realized when I was at that lowest of lows, I wasn't taking my relationship with the spirit world very seriously. That's when my stubborn ass got a really good ass kicking. And I decided, okay, everything that I have been trying to do, right, obviously was not freaking working. I have not been listening to the higher powers. I've been dismissing their advice. Life went to hell in a freaking handbasket. Once I got my head out of my ass and started taking my relationship with my spirit guides seriously, everything about my life changed. And it changed in the most miraculous effing ways. You want to talk about quantum jumping, um, completely stepping into a new reality, a new life, a new personality, having the law of attraction work with you pretty much effortlessly instead of against you. But here's the problem that I've discovered over the years. I don't even know how many years I came out of the psychic closet. I don't know, I want to say maybe 15 years ago. One thing I've discovered through working with thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people over the years, a lot of people are lazy. They do not take it seriously. They do not want to do the work. They want to just lay down and expect some kind of Prince Charming, their spirit guide, to just come in and whoosh, save you. It doesn't work like that, okay? You have to be the one who's willing to show up and be a game player, a willing participant. It's a partnership, okay? If you're the one who's laying down saying, I don't want to do anything, right? I'm not willing to do the work to learn, and you expect spirit to, it's like that analogy, you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That is the number one thing that screws up and stops a lot of people from having success. I can teach this stuff to anybody. You do not have to be one of those people who had some weird, wacky, paranormal experience. You have to be open and willing to do the work. It is no different than, say, you want to go to college um, to be a business person, right? You go to college. Most people, they go to college, they screw off, they party, right? Don't take it seriously. And then you graduate and you have this knowledge, and then you go get a job at, I don't know, Home Depot or wherever, right? You're not putting it, it's useless freaking knowledge. A lot of people just don't do the work. So here's what I got for you, because I feel like I took up enough of your time. And at this point, I don't even know what to freaking talk about anymore. Where to take this. If you are someone who is serious about changing your life, right? Even you have to apply the gifts to your life first to get results, okay? When you apply it into your life, then you have not only knowledge, experience, and expertise to help others in a much more powerful and impactful way. So if you're someone who would like to learn more, like balls to the effing wall, how to work with your spirit guides, underneath this video in the description, you might have to click on the little thing that says see more, right? Because I'm only allowed to show so much text there. There's going to be a link to spirit guide training. It's a 50-minute free video training. Yes, it is free. Okay, you're not stupid though. You know how these things work. You watch the video, you get value out of it, you pick out of it what you can. At the end, I will ask you if this is a journey you would like to go on and you want to learn how to communicate with them back and forth on command, have them help you heal and remove blocks, plus supercharge your manifestations. Here is an online school that I have. The whole purpose of school is to help you work through problems you're going to run into and make yourself effing crazy trying to figure it out on your own. The whole purpose of school is to shave years of frustration and time off your plate and help you achieve a goal faster. So there you go. That's my story. Anything you want to share, feel free to comment it below. If you have a story you want to share, feel free to comment it below. If there are any videos that you would like me to make going forward, comment it below. All right, you go have a phenomenal, high vibrational, kick effing ass day.